The title of today's lecture is The Declaration of Interdependence. The Declaration of Interdependence. We'll be covering the underlying principles of all economic systems, all political systems, all relationships, including marriage, all science, all revolutions. We're going to go into the underlying principle to all of that in terms of the principle of interconnectedness. We're also going to go into the solutions to the issues of truth and justice, the social revolution of dialogue with respect for real communication, and we're going to talk about the Nerenberg scale of dependency. So those are the subjects we're going to go into. I'm going to start off by reading the Declaration of Interdependence, which I wrote last night. Interdependence is the underlying principle of all creation. Any idea or organization or relationship that fails to recognize its underlying reality will fail. In time, it will utterly collapse. Any economic system that does not honor the interdependence of labor and capital will fail. Any political system that does not recognize the global interconnectedness of nations will fail. Any religion or philosophical system that does not recognize the oneness of humankind will fail. All relationships, whether of marriage or friendship, that does not respect the interconnectedness of hearts will utterly fail. Any system of science that does not recognize the organizing principle of oneness and interconnectedness will fall into disrepute. All attempts to hide or suppress the expressing of our interdependence, our oneness, our love, will succumb to an upheaval of such violent proportions that blood and destruction will flow for centuries. This is our truth and our destiny. All else is illusion, a lie that can no longer be sustained. This is the ultimate declaration of interdependence. Now, I know without talking to you, this had to stun your brain. It's a shock, but it taps into something in people of the truth that lies within each person. So the reason you were stunned or shocked, it was a very succinct statement in one-line statements of summarizing everything, and it shocks the psyche. So if you're a little bit stunned and your thoughts have stopped, you don't know what you're thinking, you've just been hit with a lightning bolt of truth. This is what it feels like. As I said, all economic systems depend on the underlying principle of interdependence. All political systems depend on the underlying principle of interdependence. All relationships, including marriage, depend on the underlying principle of interdependence. All science, scientific inquiry, all depends on the underlying principle of interdependence. All revolutions all depend on the underlying principle of interdependence. Now, I need to really give you a chance to recoup, recover. You need a period right now of silence just to recover. Because in the course of your daily activities in your life, you very rarely get hit with that compact a statement with so much packed into that briefer period of time. So I'm just letting your psyches thaw out so that your thought process can resume its normal pattern.